Hello, hello. We are back with Daniel Spolar of Project Pinball here for another Love Across America tour update. Daniel, you have been very busy the last few days. How are you feeling?
Hmm, that's a good question. We have been busy. How am I feeling? I feel energized, honestly. It's been a lot of work, and it's been 6 days with, but it feels like we've been on the road a month. Just because everything that we did, it's just unbelievable that we were able to do all this great stuff in 6 days. It just feels time is compressed but expanded at the same time. We got a lot of things done. I'm super happy. Um, on the 6 dedications, we're halfway there. We have three done and three more to go. So I'm super ecstatic. I'm super happy.
Well, no, you did, or you went to four places so far. So let's see,
Yeah,
you've
we
been
did.
to Ronald McDonald House of Greater Chattanooga, which is what we streamed last time. And then since then, you also did a dedication at the Riley Hospital for Children at Indianapolis
Yes.
and the Ronald McDonald House in Indianapolis, and then drove up to Michigan to Eaton Point to Lockwood Elementary School. So,
Yes, we did.
wow.
We were there today. Do you want me to discuss that too? Because I have a pinball machine right here. You can't see it because it's out of focus, but believe there, maybe it'll
We can
focus on my
hear it.
hand.
No, we could.
It's right there. See? Oh. But
We'll get
anyway,
to we'll get to that soon, but let's go in order.
oh,
So
I'm so excited.
you drove up to Indianapolis in the wee hours of the night,
Yeah.
and then you were able to rest a little and then visit the epic Pin Lodge. You saw the Pin Lodge finally.
Yeah, I heard about it for a couple years now, and people say, how much they had a great time going in there. And the place is creepy. I'm sorry. It just is. It's an old Masonic lodge,
It's so
and
beautiful.
it has, metal railings and, the ornate wood banisters and the floor creaks, and it's fantastic. But the thing that's really creepy is the lodge number. The lodge number is 666. I kid you not. And that makes it even more creepy. But it has all these games in it. Oh my God,
Wonderful,
they have a
wonderful
great
collection.
collection. Fantastic, eclectic collection. They have old and new EM solid states, the DMDs, and the new video display ones too. So they have it all. The people were just super fantastic. They treated us like royalty, like we were part of the group for years and years. We appreciate everybody that came out. Uh, we did take over the lodge a little bit for a documentary. We weren't sure what that was going to, be like. So, um, but it was a great background. I can't wait to see the footage on that. But
That is awesome.
we were trying to tell the story of the passion of a community wanting to help, their local children's hospitals and Ronald McDonald homes in Indiana Pinball Club Chess really excelled at that. They really made it easy um, for us to, have the funding to go into these two locations to place these machines. Um, they were just amazing to work with. Um, we had Tammy, we had Chase, we had Jerry
Jerry.
and Chris, we had Eric, and so many more people that I'm forgetting. But man, such a great group. I can't wait to go back there and play some pinball. Um, we were so busy that Jerry forced me to play one pinball game of pinball with him. It was on a lawman, which not the lawman. Man, I can't think of it. Quick draw. I was close. And he promptly kicked my butt. So I was not happy about that.
He's a
But
good player and a
as
good repair tech too.
yeah, that's what I hear about the repair tech. I know he's a good player. I seen that firsthand. He was really good, and I want a rematch. I definitely want a rematch. You're going down, Jerry. I'm calling him out right now.
I'm
I
sure
think he
he
would
would
find it fun.
excitedly accept your offer for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt. Jerry's a good guy.
All right.
So,
Yeah,
did
so
you
then
have any photographs of the PinLodge?
yeah, we're playing some photos right now. You hanging out with the folks and that nice wide shot you got from that upstairs mezzanine. It's like the coolest chill spot to just kind of watch all the games glow. So
See, I even have their
yay, you guys,
badge.
nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
they were so nice, and just made us feel at home. Taj was with me as well, and they just adopted us. I can't wait to go back there. If anybody's in town, just get a hold of them. I know that they have regular gatherings, I think, once a month, but it's well worth it. Put it on your schedule to go out there and check it out. Such a great place.
Absolutely, absolutely. So then
Yeah.
afterwards, it was Bright Eye, Bushy Tails. Y'all went to the Riley Children's Hospital, right? Riley's Hospital for Children at UI Health.
Yeah,
And I saw that the news team was there, and so I actually pulled one of the news coverages. So we're going to watch that right now.
It's an effort to provide relief and fun to patients, family members, and hospital staff. Project Pinball donated a pinball machine today to Riley Hospital for Children. Project Pinball believes the machines will give patients and families a distraction during treatment.
And I consider myself very blessed to be the senior director of this wonderful charity where we could just give happiness and joy back to these patients that could use all the joy and happiness that they could get.
Project Pinball has donated 61 machines to hospitals across 26 different states.
It was fantastic. A lot of families came down. They were all cute kids. Just amazing. And yeah, we like to do that because a lot of times they don't understand how heavy the balls are, the ball bearings that are used. So it really opens their eyes, and they're like, oh my goodness. So even the parents never touched a pinball before either, and they always say, oh my god, I wasn't aware that they weighed so much. So we like to start it off that way. I think it's very special. It shows them that there's a connection to the pinball, and we ask them to drop them up on the ramp so they could get an idea of the path the ball's going to take, and they just get so excited. But it was a great time. The child life specialists, they were so lovely. They really love their kids, and they really take care of their patients and the whole family. They have so many activities there, and the pinball just fit right in. And we were showing them how to use the Insider Connected also, so they were super excited about that. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun in that setting for the kids to have maybe
Oh
a
wow,
private
you
leisure park.
connected the Insider Connected?
We did.
Wow, that's
The
super
hospital,
exciting.
The hospital was very outgoing. They just loved the idea. We showed them the QR codes that the children could get for themselves and to keep their, scores and advancements as they get their achievements. So we mentioned that we could get a leaderboard just for them. No one else will have access to it, just for that location, and they could do little tournaments if they would like to. So the one photograph that you have of the one player, she's putting in her initials. So she had a high score, and she was super excited. Super excited. She was so nervous that she was going to mess up her own initials, put it in. So I think we're going to have some, great tournaments there for sure. So
that's awesome. And then just scanning in and using Insider Connected and being able to get all those achievements, like I can see the kids just going crazy for that. Just,
because
let me go get some more achievements in between my appointments.
We had several players. We had a small boy that was really nervous about, even talking, to strangers. And we were just asking, what's your favorite Avengers? And he knew it. He just, was really shy in telling. And all of a sudden he came over and he was really shy about walking up to the game. So we asked his father to come over and play split flipper, where, the father was on the right side and the child was on the left. And all of a sudden, he just opened up. He was super excited. And they pulled him away for an interview on TV, and he did just a great job with that. As soon as he was done, he just ran back to the machine. So he lost that shyness as soon as he played the pinball machine. So it was just a lovely sight to see, where, the patients are going to enjoy it. We had another patient that never really played before, but my goodness, he had such great hand-eye coordination. He just took right to it. So I could give him a little bit of instructions, and he had something to shoot for. Avenger has that Thor multi-ball that you could get to with 3 hits on that captive ball. So I was trying to tell him the focus on that. And sure enough, like after the 3rd game, you hear him, hearing that he got it started. He was so excited. And, just the whole room was just so supportive. When he started that multi-ball, everybody just, gravitated towards the machine to watch the chaos. So, yeah, it's these dedications are the best.
Yeah, what a perfect theme to put in this hospital.
All the energy. Oh yeah, it goes so well. But there's a lot of great things out there. Let's not discount that either. There's a lot of great themes out there right now.
Yeah,
so that was that was a super great dedication. And we had I can't think of it. Chris was there from Arcade Rescue.
Arcade Rescue, yeah, that's awesome.
And Eric, they were like the NASCAR pit crew. Oh my goodness, they were well rehearsed. They brought in a panel truck with a lift gate. They had it down. They had it rolled right in, and they had it all set up. They were just fantastic. I talked to Chris many a times on the phone, and I always felt at ease with him. And
super chill and nice guy.
Oh, he's an awesome guy. So I had to shake his hand and give him a big hug. He's a great guy. So if you're in that area in Indianapolis, look those guys up if you're trying to get a game.
Yeah, they have a
in your
really
house.
nice showroom too, so you can go check out their showroom.
Yeah, they do. And just their, way they were interacting with everybody, just making everybody feel at ease. And I honestly didn't feel at ease because they were doing everything. I'm not used to that. I'm used to being the one putting the legs on and putting the head up and making sure everything's right. And they just knocked me out of the way and said, "We got this." So that was a new thing for me, but it's a welcome. Uh, of course, that way I could focus on everything else. So they did a great job.
And then you immediately jumped into the Pinmobile and headed down the street to another Ronald McDonald house, this time of Greater Indianapolis. So let's watch our little montage real quick about that.
Did you get it? Well, I could say it was a great time as well. We had Jace. He received the machine for us. We shipped it to his place. He set it up, and then he put it in to the Ronald McDonald house with Jerry. And Tammy was in tow the whole way. She was doing such a great job capturing.
Yeah, all this footage and stuff I have is from Tammy. So thank you, Tammy. Let me find this montage real quick.
I can't say it enough. I just love those guys. I mean, they have so much passion for pinball. They have so much passion for their community. They put so much passion into making this goal happen.
Before I get that montage up, tell us a little bit about the Ronald McDonald House dedication. There's some special stuff that came from it too, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the phone call I had. Well, there was a news story on, that was local to Indianapolis because the news crews came in and they were filming the whole time and doing the coverage on the dedications, and they did some interviews with patients and staff, and a couple questions for myself. So a local resident from Indianapolis called us up and loved the story, and she started telling me about a pinball machine that her father put in the basement when she was young, and her and her brother played it all the time. They were just, they loved this machine, and it was a huge part of their childhood. And she wanted it to go to a good home, so she called us up, and she's going to donate it to the charity so we could place it in Indianapolis. So
what game is it? What game?
Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's like Christmas morning because she couldn't remember. I was trying to pry it out of her. I'm like, so what theme is it?
Oh, yeah. Is it a car theme? What does it have on it?
And she's like, no, I can't remember right now. So she was so upset, and she promised me before the weekend's out, she's going to send photographs of it, because she's like, oh my God, I cannot remember. So it's going to be like Christmas morning when my phone dings and I have photographs of it. So it's a mystery right now, but I can't wait. I just love that she loved it so much that she wants to handle on that passion, back to other kids. And we were discussing how, pinball is still relevant to this day. It does not compete, with cell phones and PlayStations and, all that other stuff, because it's a little bit different. This is all new again to the younger generation. And I mean, she was so passionate. It was energetic. I loved it. It was a great, great conversation. So I can't wait. As soon as I find out, I'll announce it to everybody. How's that? So you have to stay tuned in. So did you get the montage?
I think we're back in business. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe, hopefully. I think it's.
But it doesn't like you?
No.
Well,
maybe I'll try it differently.
There was a lot of great photographs there and videos. Take my word for it. Since we can't get the montage. Should I mention the machine?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tell us about the actual dedication.
Okay, well, the dedication was, this one was at the Ronald McDonald House of Central Indiana. And we took in a Jurassic Park home pin. So I love those home pins because, for one, they're basic in the rolls. They're not AC/DC or Game of Thrones deep with the roll set. So it's a great pin for the introduction to pinball to the younger players. That way they don't get overwhelmed with what's going on in the playfield. You could find a focal point, which would be the T-Rex on this Jurassic Park. So you hit the T-Rex and you knock down the drop targets guarding its nest, I guess, and you put it into the nest, and all of a sudden a T-Rex spits it out his mouth right back at the player. So it's a great machine. I think it'll be a great bridge to maybe some of the deeper roll set games. So, I really, really, like those games for, those settings like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the home pin. Yeah, and the home pin's not taking up maybe as much space as a, pro or premium would, and very user and kid friendly as well.
Well, it does have a shorter footprint from the wall, for sure. It's the same size playing field, but they move the head forward, over top of the glass a little bit, and that design allows it to be reduced, I want to say, like 4 inches. So it does help us when people are asking, how big will this machine, how much space will it take up? And it makes it easier for us to put in tight spaces. So yes, I do like that. And the controls, the call outs on a Jurassic Park home pin are the same that you would hear on a Jurassic Park Pro, Premium, or LE. So they're good sound quality, and it's just Jack Danger did a tremendous job with the layout. It's very fun, and George Gomez helped as well, and the home pins are pretty much his design and his idea. So yeah, shout out to Jack Danger and to George Gomez. Great job, guys.
Ooh, and I see you're using the pin skates to get them in there. Gotta love them pin skates.
People kept asking me, where can I get a set of these? And I kept saying Marco Specialties. So self-plug for you guys. The pin skates are great because, for one, I have them, right here behind me. They don't take up a lot of room in the suitcase when I travel. I could throw them right in the suitcase and they don't take up a lot of space. It would be very difficult for me to lift a cart, like a hydraulic cart, in and out of the Pinmobile. It would take up too much room and it would probably break my back. So the pin skates are real easy. Put the legs on the machine and just roll it in like you're in a skating rink. And it's a great presentation also because it shows the ease of pinball and how inviting it is when you roll it right through the front door of a Ronald McDonald house or children's hospital. They just love it. They're like, whoa, what is this? It's a pinball machine. And everybody's doing double takes and saying, oh my goodness, I used to remember playing that as a kid. But it gets great stares, people staring at us. So yeah, the pin skates are the way to go for us. So Marco Specialties. Maybe they'll give you a discount if you mention that you've seen us advertising, right?
Yeah, well, actually, if you do go pick up some pin skates right now, I have our PinTech Live code is still active, so it's PT dash.
How cool is that?
Party Monster. PT dash Party Monster is the free shipping for orders over $99 code. So it's like an instant $13 off.
I think I'm losing the signal here.
Well, both dedication looked so awesome, Daniel. Y'all got a lot of great footage, and I'm really excited for the mini documentary that y'all are shooting, showcasing how the communities come together to really make this happen, to bring pinball into their children's hospitals. Keep it in the community, and that's awesome. And a lot of people are seeing the benefit of that.
I'm jumping on someone's signal and their signal went out. I'm in front of.
Sorry about that, everyone. All right, sorry, we just had a little break. Daniel's out in the boonies trying to travel to his next location. He made it to Pennsylvania, so his service is a little bit out. But yeah, so after this awesome Ronald McDonald House dedication, you then drove up northeast, I believe northeast, to Lockwood Elementary School and
in Eaton Rapids.
Eaton
Michigan.
Rapids. Got it.
Yes.
So in Eaton Rapids, Michigan, and y'all recorded with this video we're gonna show is a quick video with, I guess, the teacher. Do you want to preface what this video is about, Daniel?
Yeah, Ashley is a teacher that reached out to Project Pinball, and she asked if we could place a pinball machine in her classroom for special needs. So she has a lot of kids that were super excited to have a pinball machine delivered. So we actually worked with her to produce a case study, and she went through, several months doing this case study, just, seeing how the kids were, taking to it, if they enjoyed it, how they would interact with it. And there was such a great response. And I mean, a lot of things were super exciting to find out how a placement of a pinball machine could interact with not just her classroom, but the whole school. She was sharing all these great stories that, you know, some of the other teachers come in, if they're having a stressful day, they just come in and they start playing pinball right in the classroom there. So the principal, if kids are having a great day, he'll reward them to send them over to the classroom to play pinball as well. So this
That is awesome.
pinball is pretty much a focal point of the classroom and the whole school. And
what
you
game
know,
did you
it
have in there?
just, yeah, it was a retheme. We rethemed it. It's called School Days now, and it's an old 2-inch flipper game. And you know what was funny is I told them a story that you know, some really good pinball players played on it in a pinball tournament, and Eric Stone was a world champion at that time and a #1 player, and he used to play on it all the time in the tournament, and they just love the history on it. They tell each other that the world champion played their machine. So it just, you know, took on its own life. And, you know, there's kids that are, you know, with autism and, you know, special needs. So as we know in the pinball community, we heard these great stories on how it could open up the social aspect where, and that's what we see firsthand through the case studies where kids are gravitating to, you know, educate other kids on something that they enjoy, and here it is, a pinball machine. So
Wonderful.
yeah, a lot of great input. We're using it to help with you know, grant writing, and you know, it just really opened up a lot of doors for us. So yeah, it was a
let's watch this video with the teacher. Hopefully this one will work.
Good morning, everybody. We're here at the Lockwood Elementary School in Eaton Rapids, and we're joined by Ashley here. She is actually the teacher. What is it? We're here at
I'm a special education teacher for elementary students, so anywhere from kindergarten to 3rd grade.
So what we did was she approached us a couple of years ago and said that she would love to have a pinball machine in her class for special students. So we actually donated a school days for the use here. And tell us how the kids enjoy it.
Oh, they love it. They love the game. It's a great part of our classroom now. We have students that have cognitive impairments, we have students with learning disabilities, we have students with autism, and it's just so nice to have them take time out of their day to play with their peers, play a game of pinball, talk about strategies. Even some of our kids that are not necessarily as verbal as other kids, or maybe lack some of those social type of skills, they are interacting with their friends, and it is awesome. It's not a distraction. You know, there are certain times when we don't play, but really we can be doing like a math activity or something like that, and have someone up here quietly playing, and it works out.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah,
wow. I wish I had one of these in my school room, my classroom. You were sharing with me earlier that they found a feature of the game that, you know, has a name. So tell us about that.
Yeah, the kids, they're talking strategy to each other, and they will come up and try to figure out how far to pull the, I don't know if you call it the plunger or the mechanism that pushes the ball through the machine. They'll try to figure out how far to pull it through so that it can get into a specific letter. They get very excited when the ball goes through this little semicircle right here, because they get extra points. They understand the rules, and if they don't, they tell their friends. And you have kids that don't necessarily always get along with other students in their classrooms. Now having someone that they're able to connect with during math or reading or play, you know, outside, they have this connection now.
See, that's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
See, so pinball's bringing people together, you know, over something fun like this. And I was amazed by that because this is a skill shot, you know, that pinball enthusiasts recognize. But the kids found that on their own. They knew that was something that enhanced their game to, you know, do that technique. That's just truly amazing that they're really digesting what they see here and trying to elevate their game by, you know, doing things that the professionals do.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually pay attention to this gauge so they could get a skillful shot. Mm-hmm. That's just amazing.
They cheer each other on. They love the leaderboards. They like to know whose high score is what. And a lot of times, even if they don't find themselves up on like a leaderboard, like the student leaderboard and stuff, they will ask me for a sticky note so that I can write down their score.
There you go.
Children that did not know numbers in the thousands now know numbers in the thousands. Specifically for our kids with autism, we have different activities that we call a medium of exchange, where we have, like, sometimes it's Legos or sometimes it's a puzzle that they will get together with other peers and use that activity to interact, and this is a great medium of exchange in our classrooms. So,
yes. Who knew about pinball? I know the pinball community is great out there, and there's a lot of bonding, so we see that in the classroom as well.
Yeah. We have staff that will come in occasionally to come in at their lunchtime and say, allowed. Ashley, I just need to play a game of pinball, and I get it. And so they come in and they'll play for a few minutes and then head out for their lunch. And
as a stress reliever.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
So we have bad news and good news. Good news is they played it so much that it needs our special attention, and that's where the bad news comes in. But it'll end on good news. We're going to take this machine with us right now. It needs some care. It needs some a little bit of cleaning here, and we have to get a couple of these pop bumpers snappy like they were before. And it's just from, you know, the love that the kids were showing it. So the good news is once we go back, we're going to be putting a playfield protector on, make sure that you know, it plays 100%. We're going to be returning it on our Love Across America Tour Part 2. So we will be returning it back to the classroom for the kids, for the teachers also, to be able to play in September. So we're super excited to be offering that. And, you know, it warms my heart to know that you're just using this machine, you know, as a therapeutic device, but at the same time a social device.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, that's truly amazing that one machine could, you know, pull so many people's attention and just, you know, be able to give back. Mm-hmm. So I want to, anything you want to end with before?
We are so thankful to Project Pinball for allowing us to have this amazing device in the classroom. So.
Well, we should have more of these in the classroom. So if there's teachers out there that have special needs, just get a hold of our charity. It's very easy to do so. You could do it on Facebook, Project Pinball, projectpinball.org, projectpinballcharity@gmail.com. All those great avenues. We'd love to talk to people about placing pinball machines, so get a hold of us. We're going to let you guys go now so I can load this up, and everybody have fun. Bye.
All right, that was amazing, Daniel. Oh my gosh. Absolutely love how they're using it as a teaching device as well too, like the kids being able to process how score and using math and learning how to count from hundreds and thousands with the score reel. Amazing.
She was telling me about their technique using the shooter rod, and it just was amazing that they discovered that on their own. You know, we know it as a skill shot where you skillfully pull the plunger back to gauge where the ball's going to end up, maybe over a feature light or a goal. And they, just, put, common sense to it and said, we're going to do this. And it's just amazing, how they're taken to this machine. So it's hard for us to remove a machine, but they are in, summer vacation. So we want to get this machine back up in pristine condition. So it's going to be a couple of weeks after school is back in session. So I think it's going to be really special. We asked if we could come during the day while the kids are there.
Yeah, I was just about to say, hopefully you can do the
in.
dedication with the kids. Oh.
Yeah, we want to do it with the kids. We're going to roll it right down the middle of the school hallway, right into the classroom. So I think it's going to be a triumphant return of the school days pinball machine that the kids they love so much. I mean, it's truly amazing. And our call to action is, out there. If there's other teachers that would love to approach us and see how we could, place a machine in their school as well, we're, we're game for that conversation for sure. But Ashley, oh my goodness, she's like the best teacher. And I kept
I wish
thinking,
she was my teacher. Oh my
I
gosh, yeah.
I mean, she is like the best. She cares about all the kids, all the children, and adults. I mean, she's just so lovely. We're definitely blessed to have people like this helping our charity, grow and grow, and for the awareness to grow and grow on what we're trying to do. So
Lovely.
yeah. So the machine's right behind me.
Right, that's the machine that's behind you.
Florida.
Got it.
Yeah, that's the machine right there. You could see the dark head, I guess.
It's censored.
Maybe it's out of frame. But no, we're going to take it back to Florida. A friend of mine, John, is going to help me restore it back to pristine condition so it could continue to serve the classroom for sure. The school, to serve the whole school.
Very cool.
So
all right, what an epic recap of literally just basically a day and a half on the Project Pinball tour.
That's why I was saying we've been on the road 6 days, but it feels like a month because we were just in Eaton Rapids this morning, and now I'm sitting in Pittsburgh doing this conversation here.
Yes. So what's next for the Love Across America tour, and when do you expect us to be live again, showcasing another aspect of the tour?
I would like to go live tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be visiting Pastimes.
It's like Saturday morning cartoons.
Arcade.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Pastimes Arcade. You're going to Rob Burke's special arcade.
Yeah, I can't wait. I hear it's pretty special. I've seen Rob's machines over the years at the Pinball Expo, some machines that I never had a chance to play, never seen before. I mean, he just has an amazing collection, so I can't wait to see what games he has, on location there. And so we're going to be there at 10 o'clock. The doors are going to open at 11, so it should be very exciting. So,
all right, I'll be here and ready to go live with you. Yeah. Jump on and let's I've never been. Fantastic. And I'd love to do a walkthrough with y'all, so that is super exciting as well. Nice.
Then Monday we have Cincinnati's dedication, so we could talk more about that as we get closer, but we have a dedication coming up on Monday. So we get a day off on Sunday, get ready. We got to travel to Cincinnati and then a dedication day. So fun.
Very cool. Well, you still have a few more hours of driving. So good luck to you, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow to go check out one of the most epic collections in the nation.
I can't wait to see it. Well, I'm going to say thank you to everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your supports. Thank you for your well wishes. Thank you for everything. And I love you all.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Dan, and safe travels.
Always. Thank you, Makoto.
Bye.
Project Pinball helps rehabilitation.
For a kid that's in a hospital, you're playing a pinball machine, and for the time being, you don't have to really think about where you are or what you're doing. You're focused solely on playing pinball.
You know, pinball can be fun, but it can also be therapeutic, because slamming that ball around when you're angry sure does make you feel a little bit better.
You know what, one thing I like about it, it makes them move. Laps around the wards is replaced to a lap down to the pinball machine and standing for an hour.
They have to use both hands. You kind of find yourself when you're playing pinball moving into it to play.
And so the kids can come in here, number one, stand. The ones that are having that issue, but they can still hold on, so they get that strengthening. And then they're using both hands and eye and watching. So it's going to be a great non-therapy therapy. And having a good time.
Pinball's great because it's lights, it's sounds, and you're so focused on getting that ball and hitting that target and getting those points that you're really not thinking about why you're in the hospital. You're able to distract your time away a little bit.
Pinball is a way to get your mind for the moment off of whatever is happening in your personal life. Even if it is a bad situation, having to be in a hospital, seeing a pinball machine can make it all better.
I just want to give back any way that I can. And my passion for pinball, I think, was a great partner for, this giving.